this looks a little familiar, don't it?
Looks a bit seedy.
I know you got it right. Look at that. But don't take
Matt
my
fucking
word.
did this, and I hate him.
Is it a shame that I didn't even catch on to that wordplay until after I finished the game?
It's one of those things where you read it's one thing. When you say it out loud, you're just like, wait a minute. And speaking of the old Seedy-Eyed past,
Beautiful, bountiful land.
A good old narration of today's events, helped to us by the original actor for Zelda.
Such tranquility could not last. Opposed to this
She has a
peace
narrator
was the
voice.
evil demon lord
For me?
Dimer,
I think it
who
fits,
amassed
yeah.
an army of evil in an effort to conquer the land.
Man, I gotta say, like, not 10 seconds in, and the art quality is already leaps above the entirety of the CDI library.
You say that, but then you'll look at some of the cutscenes.
I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I just wanted to give props to these little, like, storyboards.
I wonder if the CDI could even handle these little slideshows of this kind of quality.
Upon Dimer's
I would
lair.
hope so. I mean, they're basically just still images, almost like very much akin to say what a stall does.
So I guess to give a quick history lesson to everybody, we previously did the Faces of Evil and Wand of Gamelon remasters done by one Dockley, and I mean, I'll still say for the record, even though you can't really find them officially, for lack of a better word, anymore, because he pretty much delisted them. I mean, you can probably still find it on the archive or whatever. He definitely wasn't kidding when he said he wanted to be remembered for other things aside from those remasters, and well, here we are with his latest endeavor of an original project. With the same kind of kooky charm of the CDI games.
Yep, Arzette, the Jewel of Faramore. That being the jewel there, that between the king, Dale, Ogrim, and Arzette, they managed to, send Duke Onklet to scrub all the floors of Faramore.
Then we can talk about mercy.
Man, just have to keep on scrubbing for that many years.
Too many.
To that end, peace.
But yeah, I mean, basically, you gotta understand, like, this is meant to be a huge love letter to that generation, that wacky little wild world of history, video game history. And honestly, I think they achieved that in spades.
They really did.
And managed to not only, again, make a pretty solid, like, tightly controlled game, but just the amount of wonderful talent they have involved in this game to accomplish the look and sound of that era as well. It's super nice to see.
All right.
Okay.
And yep, this is Arzette, the Jewel of Faramore. Has a little autosave system, all good. And I'm gonna be doing
pay
a
no
new
mind
game.
to that not 100% continuing thing there.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
a
part
minimalist run, and you know it.
Yeah,
No.
that was all part of Logan's grand achievement run, because a little fun fact, within the span of an entire day, he was able to get pretty much every achievement in this game.
Yep.
It's not a very long game when you skip everything, but I think that's part of its charm, is it has fun replayability. What do you think of it, Sammy?
I really like it. I enjoy just like the kookiness of the CDI kind of look to it, but I also do enjoy like that it is kind of like a Metroidvania kind of style game. A little bit where you're backtracking.
There's cool little like exploits and things to find, which I'll do my best to accomplish some of those. Note that I can't probably show off every single cutscene because that would require exorbitant amounts of backtracking, but I'll show off like almost all of them as I can.
Yep.
Okay.
So that said, how about we start your 5th Arzette playthrough?
Don't tell them all that.
Yes.
We'll do. So I guess really quick without saying, there's a casual mode that lets us that enemies can drop hearts. Normal mode, which I'll be playing on. And then after that, there is a hero mode where if you beat normal mode, you unlock hero mode, which is basically everyone does double damage. And then after you beat a hero mode playthrough, you get classic mode, which basically tries to implement all of the controls of the original CDI games where you needed to crouch in order to open up your menu, and that you only would get 3 continues per level to actually try and beat the level before you get bumped back to the map screen.
On the plus side, the physics were untouched, so thankfully they're not as jank as it would be to play on an actual CDI.
Man, wouldn't that be a kick in the teeth if they did try to recreate that jank just for that mode exclusively?
I actually would kind of be frustrated, but love that. Anyway, let's do a normal mode run. Go! Tell us the story.
10 years of scrubbing floors. Finding these jewel shards was no
They should have just
easy
called you the
task.
Royal Janitor or something.
Now,
Doop. Just a smack.
Long last,
Dimer has
I
been released.
return. Nodalki, for freeing me, I offer you power.
Ah, a shard of the jewel.
Ooh,
Yes, Master.
powerful.
Thank you.
In exchange for thy soul.
That is
Of
fair.
course, Master.
Why not?
Very good.
Ooh.
Henceforth, you'll
I
have
know you need it.
foes in my name.
Oh, he's green now.
I don't like
On
that.
to other matters.
So I guess it's kind of funny when you really look back on this and, oh, hello.
His old generals.
My trusted servant.
I guess when you really stop and think
I am
about it,
pleased
like,
you've not forgotten
you could easily replace most, if not every character in this game with their, you know, the counterparts of their inspiration, and it honestly would make perfect sense. Like, it would just be the outright, an unofficial third game in the Zelda Seedy-Eyed pantheon.
Which makes sense, considering that if history was correct, there was meant to be a third, trilogy to the Triforce of the CDI, except...
Was there?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like Wand of Gamelon, Face of Evil, and there's supposed to be a third one that would have worked better, and whoosh.
Are you sure you don't think of the Oracle games?
Let me double check, actually.
And,
The worst fears have come true.
What?
Dimer and his minions have returned.
Oh, Grim, there's no such thing as bad news. Dimer's returned.
Vigilance waves.
that is bad
It is
news.
bad
And
news.
if you do not believe, Arzette can stop them.
Easy. We just gotta get the jewel back together and trap
Thank
him
you,
in
I
that
hate-
book,
I
right?
hate this guy. I hate this guy.
He's meant to be the He's meant to be the doofus Link.
It prevents
Yeah,
our
with a mustache.
Their eyes cannot
With
see
a
daylight
mustache.
out there.
What about the sacred beacons? They weakened Dimer before.
I'm afraid that due to complacency.
Man, imagine if this does get a follow-up and they do and make Dale the hero of that one. Just to,
I'm gonna grin and bear it.
Oh well, what can we do?
Well, as you know, only
You-
a
one of
member
you's
the
gotta
royal
be the one to
family
save
can
the world.
rekindle the beacons.
I'm ready.
Well, I'm not.
Shut the fuck up,
Okay.
Dale.
We're not talking to
My
Dale.
scouts
Oh,
report
we've been through
sightings of
this.
Dark tapestries that impede critical paths.
Oh, not a problem. My
Can't
ancestors
get over the fact
had
that King
sacred
wears a
candles throughout the
freaking,
kingdom
like,
that can burn
pastry
Muffin.
on his crown.
That settles it then.
Yeah, big old
Another
muffin
fun
crown.
adventure for me to stay out of.
Where must
Why
I
are
go?
you even here,
I
Dale?
place teleport
What do we
pages
pay you
roved
for?
throughout the
I don't
kingdom.
know. I think usually I've been brought around just to make everyone feel better about themselves that they're not me.
Well,
I
you
mean-
accomplished that goal well.
I mean, everyone needs a doofy bard, and they got their doofy bard.
Be safe, my daughter.
Aw.
Got it. And that's all you gotta know. Dimer's back. He's evil. We
Wanna
need to.
defeat Dimer?
Ah,
Let's get
speaking of
started.
Dale,
left or
how about
right,
the
start
voice of his
running.
original inspiration?
Hey, CDI
Press
Link.
jump to leap. Jumping into
I
action.
believe it's only the intro for Zelda and this tutorial for Link, but
Hey, you
I think
have
it's
smart sword.
again. I think it's really neat that they were able to get them back.
And
I could be wrong, but I think
You're
Link's
only
actor
knows
does
the
voice
art
one
trend.
other character in
Get
this
some
game, but I
bombs
could be
for
wrong.
flashing that back.
I'm
Imagine
not sure to
he
be
was-
honest.
Like
Imagine
I
he
remember seeing in the credits. I think they list him as the tutorial guy and someone else, but that's something we can look into later.
Yeah,
He did also narrate the initial trailer for Arzette back when limited run games were doing their stream.
that's right.
And it's like, yeah, like it's definitely been an age. Like Jesus
Moving
Christ.
up allows you to
I'm
enter
okay with that
doors
though.
and
Again,
climb
like
ladders.
it's I
Go in
mean
that door.
I did all those hero mode. I unlocked King Harkinian mode in the Faces of
You
Evil
can
Wand of
crouch by moving
Gamelon
down.
like
Moving while
remaster. It's
crouching lets you duck walk.
it's again
This
it's
old trick
really
gets you
the
into
duck
tight
walk.
spaces.
Duck
Cool,
walk.
huh?
Again, it's something
Your
where
magic
I
pouch
think
holds
it's
your items.
it's magical how
select
just
items here,
tightening up the controls and
quest
making it
status,
and
and
just
set
giving
options.
subtitles, making the HUD
So much
more
space, huh?
easy and like able to be understood. I
Some
think
paths are closed to you
things
until
like
you
that
walk
I think
right
are very telling
that
of
in
like
mind
I
while
think
you
the CDI games had
Remember to light
good
secret
ideas in the
beacons.
right places.
I'd
They
say the
just
remaster
were-
was just definitive proof that the biggest problem with the CDI games, aside from the laughable quality of the cutscenes, is just the abysmal setup of the CDI itself. It just was
Right.
not fit to be a game console in the slightest.
Which actually, speaking of really quick, to coincide with the release of this game, freaking Limited Run Games, the main publishers of this. I didn't show I don't think I showed their splash screen off because I had to share the screen, but they're the main people to thank for this game being picked up. Limited Run Games, in preparation for this game being released, even have physically manufactured freaking Seedy-Eyed presentation controller inspired controllers to be used with this game.
God, imagine using those to play anything else.
I said that
for
to
the
be.
freaking Dark
I
Souls.
challenge that for people. Try playing any Switch game with that controller and see how well it works.
I can't wait for the freaking Dark Souls like challenge. I've seen people where it's like Dark Souls but played with a Guitar Hero controller. Dark Souls but my goldfish is controlling like a sensor thing, a real talk.
Dark Souls, if I was playing with DK bongos.
But I can't wait for this. Anyway, as usual, we have ourselves a magic sword, a safe sword that won't heal, that will not harm friendly individuals such as Mayor.
It's a smart sword.
That's it.
What a lovely day in the kingdom.
Yeah, fighting Dimer is great. Haven't you noticed his return?
He's bad.
Dreadful villain. Heavens to Betsy. I just want to get back to the ballroom.
Thank you.
Where even is the ballroom?
More importantly, how do you get that key up there?
We had to drop down from above. Let's talk to the captain of the guard.
Hello, fellow smart sword user.
Safest place in the land. Rabble rousers and mischief makers have no quarter with me.
The crown is ever grateful for your service. Anything to report?
Anything new?
Rumors speak of strange scrolls that allow you to teleport to special areas.
Right.
See every
Special
wrinkle.
Areas?
Places that
I mean, it wouldn't be a
teleport
CDI game if
towards you
characters
with
weren't
riches.
weirdly designed.
Oh, if I could teleport, I'd find these scrolls and...
Oh,
Halt, ne'er-do-weller!
Okay. I'm sure they'll be just fine with that trail. Let's go see. Oh, hello, little doofy guard lady.
aw.
Oh, Your Grace.
Whoop.
Unfortunately, her helmet's on. Unfortunately, she's got helmet hair.
Kind of surprise. Not like running out of supplies.
What should I
Don't want
do?
to be caught without a bomb in a hard place.
I'll remember that. Keep up the good work.
Yes, princess. I surely.
Whoop.
Oh!
Aw. That frickin' reminds me of the frickin' International Moron Patrol on like Newgrounds, like that era of animation. Ooh, crack wall.
Ooh.
So, I mean, right away, like with the art style of these like cutscenes and stuff, what are your thoughts on them, Sammy?
Some of them do look a little odd, like, in terms of animation, I will say that. Not to say any offense to the people who were animating it, I'm sure they did a wonderful job, and are wonderful artists. But some of them do look a little odd, like, there's one with, like, Arzette finding out about the magic that does look a little weird to me. I'm like, huh, okay, a little weird looking, but whatever.
That was something where, like, when they announced this game, I thought it was gonna be like, because I thought it was like they actually got in contact with the original like Russian animators or the ones who did it like for the original CD, I guess. But I think
Are they even still around?
likely
sure at least-
not, maybe.
I'm sure by proxy at least one of them has to be.
Probably.
Hello, rat man.
But I think animation magic as a whole is probably dissolved a long time ago.
But yeah, I believe now. I think it's just they have a bunch of animators involved that are doing their best to replicate that same like pixel style,
Right.
such as meeting the Rat Man.
Howdy there, stranger.
Hello,
Oh,
Rat
hey.
Man.
Take it you're on a quest.
I always am not ready for his voice to sound so friendly.
Oh, no worries about that.
Or muffled.
I
There's a
don't.
little sunshine in here
Oh, yeah.
anyway.
Very mic quality.
If you dig it further down,
I
you
figured
might
that was
find
just
some
because they're in the
fun here,
cave.
too.
Yeah, it's because
You
they're
know,
in the cave.
An adventurer's gotta
Oh.
explore. Oh, curiosities.
Curiosities?
Yeah, cracked walls, strange spaces. Investigate them. Of course, you don't seem to be afraid of throwing those bombs. I once even heard of a hero finding a cooked turkey leg in a wall.
Oh, those funny
seasoned
people in
to perfection,
Transylvania.
the legend says.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might even find a few coins hidden away by portly old fools. Keep your eyes peeled, you hear?
Thanks. I'll do my best.
That's the spirit.
And I promise I will not question why there is a rat man living in the walls of the kingdom. Alright, it says the same thing. Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Sometimes
like,
they'll say different dialogue.
yeah, honestly, just going to the. Oh, hang on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, just going to the cutscenes in general, I agree. Like, I do like them, but one thing that I will say in, like, comparison to the CDI games, I feel like even though these are objectively pretty good cutscenes, even if they are trying to replicate, Seedy-Eyed cutscenes, I feel like it doesn't have that same level of consistency as with the Seedy-Eyed ones, because, I get the impression that, there were, different animators handling different scenes, because you'll see, characters change, ever so slightly between cutscenes, whereas with the Seedy-Eyed games, a lot of the characters, as ugly as they were at least consistently ugly, if that makes sense.
Oh, if you want someone who's ugly, you just have to ask.
Hey, look!
The town drunkard.
It's the princess!
I'm pretty sure they can see me.
Yeah, but you always gotta be mindful of what's around you. If you see anything nasty coming your way, you gotta knock it away with your weapon.
Duly
Thank
noted.
you.
Sir, and that's all you gotta know from him. Let's talk to this woman.
You got an eye for beauty, don't you?
I mean, I'm the princess, so we
suppose.
need to be
I
okay
lost
with that.
my
And,
husband in the war.
oh.
He was turned into a creature, got bombed. Boom!
Damn, sorry to hear, ma'am.
Oh, rum, I tell you. He never gave me the jewelry I wanted. Bring me something starry, will ya?
Uh-oh.
In return, I have something to quench your thirst.
Nope.
I don't
With that kind of tone, lady, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
is she
if I
supposed to
wanna
be...
You.
I just want to know, even down to the nose pinching thing, do you think she's supposed to be a reference to that one CDI character where it's like,
Oh,
the
who's
big
like,
lady
give me
that
my,
says, "When you
get
get
my
the
necklace
thing."
back from Gleeok, okay?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, pretty please.
Pretty please.
He's like, ah. But again, I don't know. Arzette is a lot less. Arzette has the sass of Zelda in those games tenfold. She is kind of understanding that
mood.
things are. She's very fed up with some of this silly.
She's in absolute mood, is how I.
Hey, want one on the house, princess?
No, thank you.
Moose.
Say, that's a smith's anvil behind you, isn't it?
Ah, yes. I was a great blacksmith in a past life. I
mean, I
dreamed
could
of
see
forging
it.
the ultimate weapon.
Really?
But alas, those days are gone.
Please, go
It's
on.
not
I'd like
easy
to know.
being a
Well,
smith
dream
with his
weapon
steer's
needs
hooves.
refined chains and sacred oil. Problem is, they're impossible to get.
What?
The oil's kept by some unbeatable wizard in a dungeon, and I have no idea about the chains.
Where could we
I'd
find
go
this?
investigate it myself, but I am but a mere small, timid man.
You're not small.
Big, muscular warrior is what we need.
Well, I'll get the oil.
This
and
moose
find the
is
chains for you.
Logan.
Well, how am I the moose?
Yes, but you're not.
I mean, you kind of look like a moose.
Anything else?
What?
Wow.
How was that an answer?
My only tip.
Where did that come from? In the years we've known each other, yes, the Moose Man. That's what I remember from my years.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I only said that mostly just to see how Sam would react to it.
Welcome to the club, Lucky Moose 20.
Mickey Moose.
Mickey Mouse!
Let's go see the rest of the people. Here we got ourselves a blacksmith.
If you ever need something special done with that little sword of yours, just drop by and I'll give it a shellacking.
Oh.
Duly noted.
And then there's this guy right
so
here.
offended at me calling you a moose. Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't say that.
It is! Oh, I resolved to see all
Yeah,
colors.
Faramore's
Human
towns full of
eyes can
loons,
show me.
I'm sure.
I will alchemize these shrimp goggles.
Oh.
You'll see. Or, rather, I'll see.
I mean, that's
Cool.
fair. I it makes sense. A fun fact like that, I think it's the mussel or the bullet shrimp or whatever that can actually see 32 it's 32 different colors, more colors than the human eye could ever see or something like that.
I believe
Jesus.
And of course, what self-respecting Zelda CDI game would be complete without the Morseshoe?
The shopkeep.
Luck, my friend. These wares
What
are
the hell of a
elsewhere.
toupee on.
My goods will improve your fortunes, so long as you improve mine.
Duly
I gotta
noted.
say,
I would like to steal this bomb.
Whoa,
Oh.
this isn't a charity, friend. Pay with something, will ya? You'll pay one way
Woo.
or the other.
Switchcomb, fair enough.
Yeah, that was funny, and I just gotta say, a massive props to the actor for him, Bradley Gareth. He does a very spot-on impression of Morshu, like to a point where I thought he was one of the actors that came back.
Oh.
Yeah. Good job, Bradley Garrett.
Sorry, Arzette, I can't give credit.
Come back when
Come back when you get richer.
And again, part of me is like the fact that they're pulling it off so well. I think that I really want this game to succeed because I think, like, I mean, for our generation anyway, like, there's
Careful. Logan, you're not making a good first impression.
Oh no, I'm doing just fine, thank you. But again, like,
Famous last words.
Again, for our generation, it goes without saying that like those Seedy-Eyed titles were like ingrained in our minds from like generations of YouTube poops and even without the editing, just relishing in like just how weird they were, especially for like what we all believe was like, you know, Nintendo's super sanitized like approach to their games, where it's like, oh, you know, like there are certain rules that have to be kept, and yet then that exists.
Yeah, I mean, I still remember back when I know Nintendo Power actually did acknowledge the I remember back when Nintendo Power actually acknowledged the Seedy-Eyed games existed at one point, and it's like they share the same opinion. It's like some things are just better left forgotten.
Yeah, it's a firm reminder that like there was a time where Nintendo wasn't quite as ironclad with their properties as people, you know, hate them for.
Yep, and speaking of some of their other properties, we found our first, in every level there is a bonus, think of it like Donkey Kong Country, a bonus room scroll. And for the most part, some of them are more or less inspired by other Seedy-Eyed titles, such as Hotel Mario.
Wow. Close all the doors.
Luigi, look.
A castle.
You know what? Like, this is a cute callback. The only thing that I'll say is that, like, you know, because you can actually attack the enemies with the sword and whatnot, and spoiler alert, they don't have the enemies from Hotel Mario that actually try the closed doors, it honestly makes these... Oh boy. I was about to say make some of the easier, like, bonus missions.
It does make them very easy, but I think that if they did make them frustratingly hard, I think people would just be like, oh god, this is frustrating, what the fuck?
You say that. Play the game on hero mode, that'll probably change your tune.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's actually fair.
Oh, great. They finally sent someone to kill me.
Oh, monster.
Make it snappy.
But he's just a humble wolf man.
Other people to kill.
Also seems a bit weird when you think about it, considering the freaking town has like a moose for a bartender, a rat man inside the walls. And then there's this guy.
Well, I mean, like in the case of the moose, like, do you really consider moose like predators?
You don't think I'm a disgusting rabid nut? You think you can convince me?
Sorry, kick.
And okay, Precious. I'm a Precious. Indeed her. Watch.
If you do, this old lantern is yours.
Yeah, when you get to know him, he's nice.
Yeah. So we just need to
just wants
put in a good word. So that's another cool thing that this game will add. I don't think I even showed the HUD. You can equip up to 6 different items. You have your sword there. Other weapons will be given to us later. We are trying to find all 5 shards of the Jewel of Faramore, otherwise we can't beat the game. In every level, there will be some candles that we need. These are almost optional, but you will require them to fight bosses. But you can also get like very powerful upgrades to your stats. And then here are other base, like Metroidvania kind of style like upgrades. And then appreciate is that they let you see all your side quests and stuff.
Like trying to get Cyrus allowed in town, and the key to a dungeon we're not going to see until near endgame.
You know, I'm curious, James, how does this play on Switch?
Plays more or less about as well as it does on Steam. Like, it runs like a dream.
Alright then.
I was honestly debating getting it on Steam, but then I realized maybe it'd just be better to actually have a Nintendo-inspired thing on a Nintendo console. So,
yeah, I mean, like, it just
feel right.
It just feel right.
I really hope this game becomes popular. I was enjoying my time watching Logan play it, and I'm enjoying it myself.
I'm sure it'll at least do enough numbers to warrant a sequel at some point. Like, remember, these are the kinds of games that usually are made on a shoestring budget. But usually people are smart enough to use that budget to, make the most of things in areas that don't require that much oomph. Like we're not playing the AAA contender here. We're playing freaking CDI inspired,
So what's with
well,
these blue blocks
I would say
here?
schlock, but then again, this is good schlock.
Yeah. Also,
So,
a shout out to Jay Royale, who is also voicing a character in this game. Me and Steve actually knew him because we worked with him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Also, yes, Logan, that blue barrier is kind of a pest because it's currently in the way of something we should probably look into later. Although
I could get it now. It doesn't skip too many cuts. It does. I don't think it only skips a cutscene that I would have skipped anyway because that cutscene's like super late game and I'm a thorough boy when I do my exploring. So when you're looking around, you may also find these gold coins with Arzette's face on them.
Oh yeah, the same one that the Ratman told us about.
Yep, and there's one on every level, and I'm gonna do a 100% collection route. And one of the achievements is to beat this game without getting a certain item later, but that item is typically required to get magic. However, if you run along this secret path that's down below, a developer-intended shortcut lets you completely circumvent that blue barrier. You're supposed to have the lantern in here, but I'm super familiar with the layout of the land, so
There's no pits, just enemies.
Yeah, thankfully not here. And up there for my troubles, and this is critical if you want to complete this game without getting that other weapon, the sword wave.
You could shoot out magic.
For now, only red magic in the upper left. Again, this is technically a sequence break, but I think it's really cool that the developer is like... I think it's cool the developer has some of these things in mind already.
Yeah, a good handful of stuff you'll come across. Like, all these sequence breaks are 100% intentional.
There's one other one that I will do because it just makes the game feel so much nicer, but that will be later. And because that other sequence break does not get in the way of any cutscenes and stuff.
Also, be on the lookout for anything. Be on the lookout for anything that sparkles.
Don't you need to bomb that thing so that you can...
Actually, you can get that now if you want to.
Yeah,
hang on.
you could.
But that would skip one of the cutscenes.
You know what? You're right. That is true. That would skip a cutscene. That would be interesting to share. So yeah, we'll leave that rock alone for now. We will have to come back here at least one other time.
Alrighty.
I mean, technically we're actually technically gonna have to come back here. I think at least 3 times because we have to go. Because now at this point, our main goal is we could go right back to town.
Well, you say that, Logan. Technically, since you already have the red weight and you have the sword beam that gives you red magic, we technically can circumvent at least one of those traps.
That is true.
So
anyway,
that thing
these are
over
these are the main things we're looking for story progression. The beacons. Use your sword and reactivate.
Okay, so we're activating it now.
I mean, I may as well, because I don't have the candle to go to the boss here, and I have to go back to town to get Cypress allowed in, anywho.
Technically, you could have backtracked for that other candle that was trapped behind a red wall.
Golly!
But all the same.
Alright. I'll get on my way back.
No worries.
I doubt the rest will be that easy.
Yeah,
different
This is the one this was the one that I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
I'm positive that this one used, I think, 3D Blender.
Yeah, use 3D Blender models as reference, which does feel a little weird.
I mean, if it means anything, the original at least some of the CDI games did kind of get this weird with its animation sometimes.
Yeah. Also,
So
fuck
it's not
you,
out of
Dale.
place.
I fucking hate you. Go away.
Yeah, unfortunately, like it or not, Dale is here to stay. At least in these cutscenes.
Don't look so blue,
You know, I'm really
princess.
curious
Arzette
as
is
to whether...
me.
I'm going back now.
I'm going back now.
You know, I'm curious
I
if the
just
person
said
that
yes.
animated this particular cutscene, if he'll ever show off the models that he used to trace for this cutscene.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Hear me out here. Like, I know we were talking about, like, I know we were talking about, like, what if they bring back a villain? What if in the second game Dale's the playable character? What if they do something where, like, the second game Dale's a villain?
I would actually like that, not gonna lie.
What incentive would Dale have to be a villain aside from like mind control?
That he feels underappreciated and that everyone like doesn't like him and that he's a nuisance.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's too thick-headed to really figure that out.
Then I guess fair. Maybe like lead, like corruption or whatever. What's up, Sammy?
I would have said that no, nobody appreciated his puns. He's mad, but a villain arc.
I mean, if it means anything, that's like the worst puns he ever gets in the game. Other times, he's just annoying on other means, like his cacophonic tier play.
He means
music
well,
skills.
but yes, if you're not a pun lover, you will get annoyed by him.
Anyway, I think that's enough dilly-dallying. We should go get the papers from the mayor.
Mayor, let the Wolfman live.
Please grant Cypress Town citizenship.
That beastly brute. That snivelly hound. Here in my Polkara Demon? Never!
You know, my smart sword doesn't hurt friendly folks. You're not being very friendly.
Oh.
Citizenship
okay.
Cypress granted. Ahoy hoy!
What?
What a time to throw the rules of the smart sword in its face for one day.
I love that. I think that's a clever use of it. Alright, I am going to actually... No, actually, I can just get the boss and take it. Yeah, you're right. I can do one-stop shop in here. Actually, hang on. Just to justify it... No, actually, no, you're right. No, I need to find the beacon first. Okay. Never mind. Okay, we'll continue forward, and we'll get the lantern, because we're definitely going to need that, and it's going to give us, hopefully, one of the better items for survivability in the game.
Yeah.
And then we can, we'll continue our journey and fight the first boss already, because, note that it's not just these monsters that serve Daimor that are hanging around anymore. His evil generals or, loyal servants are still out there.
Yep, and they're pretty much the primary incentive for you getting those candles in the first place, because they're all locked behind those tapestries.
Right.
Yeah.
So I will grab this.
And something that never, came to mind until recently is that they act like I didn't exactly see it first. Don't ask me why, but they are numbered to tell you how many candles you'll need in order to burn them.
Because they will not always just be a one and done shop. Sometimes, bam. Sometimes you will need like upwards of 3 at a time to do it. But I believe there's like, from my time playing these games, there's at least like 10 surplus candles that that you have. So there's no real challenge of finding them. Look, sir.
I'm the newest citizen of Faramore Town.
Really? I can't believe it. Thanks.
Oh!
Oh, careful with that.
What?
See you around, kiddo.
Oh, he's a friendly doof.
Yeah.
We'll touch base with him back when he's gotten settled.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, now let's move forward.
Onward and upward.
So again, I think of the two difficulties, casual and just straight up casual and normal difficulty, I wouldn't say that this game is honestly all that hard. Like, you have infinite lives. The checkpoints, all you gotta remember is that the checkpoints, whenever you load in or load out of area, that's where you'll respawn, if not.
Probably should be said, though, that you definitely want to make the most out of some of the stuff you get in the game. Because otherwise, like, the enemy formations that they throw in later stages can sort of overwhelm you.
Right. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep an eye on my ruby count, because I want to try and get at least 250, because a very useful upgrade can be purchased for them. Let me get this in.
In a matter of speaking.
So, with what you've seen, Hype, would you be willing to give this game a shot?
Eventually. I do want to try to knock out more games on my list, but this is definitely one I've been really interested in. I've definitely been having fun watching you play through it. Like, I could definitely feel, like, the passion that they put into this kooky little tribute. And if anything, I feel like it's tributing I recall there being a review posting. I didn't read it myself, but they best described it as, like, this is paying an homage to the Seedy-Eyed games, but makes it so that you're laughing with it, not at it, unlike the Seedy-Eyed games.
I think that's a solid assessment. Speaking of,
meet our first boss, the
Here
horse
to
man.
challenge me? What behooves you to cease this laughter? You will suffer. Nay, you. Enough. Rein it in.
Okay, let's just get right to it. Hey, Clive.
Yeah, Klive lives and dies by his horse puns, unfortunately, even though he tries his damnedest to make it seem all serious.
I'm gonna play James.
So this is literally his whole tactic right here. He's just gonna walk to the left and walk to the right, and it's like one of those: if you get hit by my mighty arms, it's all your fault.
That is like the one thing that I'll say about. Actually, I'll wait till we.
Come here! Stop horsing around!
I can't help it. You're making it too easy. And hey, look at this.
Ember. And just like that, our first of 5 pieces.
Nice.
Good. Can't do anything with that yet.
Can't
Nope.
But,
we're gonna need more. We need more powerful gloves.
Fair enough. Yeah, continue.
But yeah, honestly, going through that is probably like the one thing that I'll say about the game that is probably like the only real low point. I feel like the bosses could have been better.
Yeah, they're a little jank to it. Hello, sir.
A cave system's nearby. Throw a bomb and you'll be spelunking in no time.
I'll take a look.
Not so fast.
What's wrong?
If you run out of light, you might not make it back. Take this. If you use rope in dark places, you'll escape back to safety.
I appreciate it.
And it's very odd because I'll admit I haven't really used escape rope honestly all that much.
It's more useful in hero mode, considering that lantern oil does burn a lot quicker in that mode.
Oh, because I'm thinking like otherwise you can always just hit save and exit to map and it'll save pretty much everything you've done in that level.
That is true. But it is unfortunately one of those things where when you really think about it, the rope is kind of needless.
Like maybe I'll try it out this playthrough and see if it actually accomplishes much, but otherwise, you know, it's just a cave.
Of course, I love the fact that they brought back those tedious like falling projectiles from the previous Seedy-Eyed games. I really hope they don't have an entire like fetch quest associated with them.
Let's see what this does.
Just takes you right back to the beginning of the level.
Oh, but again, all you gotta do to do that would be. Oh, and I guess like, all the enemies are still dead.
That is true.
Okay. Oh, okay. I could see that being then maybe beneficial, but again, I don't know. It depends on how familiar you are with the areas. Let's use our lantern.
Yeah, don't go chancing it just because you've already beaten this game God knows how many times.
Yeah.
A little. There's a few times. Again, this is a very solid game. Oh, careful. Again, I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen any speedruns like made of the game yet, because I could see this easily being a game that you can beat in less than 30 minutes.
I mean, if it means anything, the game's hasn't even been out for like a week.
Yeah.
That is entirely true. They may be still trying to route it out.
We're literally recording this literally like 2 days after it came out.
Yeah. Like I think Logan might be among the first people to have actually 100% as early as it is.
That I don't know, because it said the achievements it was like the top 5.2% of players, so there clearly must be people besides me that have done it. In fact, I mean, look at Sammy. She's for her first playthrough, she's already going for the one that skips the weapon that we're gonna be getting in this part.
That's true.
I mean, there's something there. Look, bonus.
Hello. Break the targets.
Now, we do have to be careful because in terms of our ruby count, we do actually have a max limit. So
thankfully, we're just barely past the halfway point of that threshold.
Yep, and even then, we just got a couple more, but this is perfect. This means I can get the first upgrade I want to get.
And by upgrade, pretty much just means 1/3 of an entire discount package.
Yay! Oh!
Ow!
Saw an accident hurtle in my face, and I wasn't ready.
You know, I don't know what I was expecting there, but thankfully there's something we can find in this exact cave that'll help us better, nullify that stuff. The shield ring.
Basically, there's absolutely no meter or ammo or anything of that. No resource that you need to manage for this thing. Just hold down L1 to your heart's content, and yeah, you'll be.
Technically, there's no resource to it aside from your very agility.
Yeah,
you can't jump, and
you can't jump, and you walk a lot slower.
Yeah. So before I forget, let's go buy our first major item we want to get, which is Mortar's his name.
Mortar's
Scrolls. That's it.
Even though it clearly looks like there's you've bought one of my music scrolls. Finally, someone with taste.
Yeah?
How about a live performance? No? Maybe next time, then.
Alright, need 500 for the next one. That's gonna be a full wallet's worth.
I was so bummed out to realize that, like, there are clearly scrolls with musical notes on them, so I figured maybe this would unlock a sound test or whatever, but there's nothing like that as far as I'm concerned. The only reason you buy those is just to they're pretty much just an excuse to, you know, spend whatever max amount of rupees you're able to get.
Yeah.
And then eventually once you buy all of them, you pretty much get a discount on everything.
Which is super useful for late game if you have... Let's get this one. It's super useful for late game if you are, you know, needing a lot of resources and stuff. See, now, because I got the magic beam early, the 2 levels I'm going through is going to be how you normally would get the red magic. But we'll play along. Need more resources, anywho.
Mm-hmm. Don't want to be rude. By the way, hello, Sam.
Hello, welcome back,
Sam.
We had Arby's for...
oh, that actually sounds really good.
Yeah, which is fine, because, like, again, I think I, like, said it privately. Well, I'll say it to the public, I guess. We weren't celebrating my birthday today, because my grandmother was going fish frying, technically, so we're not doing birthday dinners and lunches until the weekend, essentially.
Okay. But yeah, today is her happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sam.
I'm 26. I'm old as fuck.
You are not old. I am older than you, and if you're old, that means I am old and a moose. So I can't afford both of those things working at the same time.
Hey, hi. Does she look old to you?
Well, I wouldn't know, speaking from the ripe, old, withered age of 32.
God, I forgot that you're...
Soon to be 33 in a few months.
That sounds so mean, Logan. Just like, God, I forgot you're 32. Holy shit, you're old.
He's not old. I just forgot that he's 2 years older than me. Again, see previous statement of if I'm old, I can't be old. That's the only legal thing. Those switches are very handy. Any attack or whatever can activate them. You just gotta make sure that all of them are activated. And
behold,
a doof.
A doof with wings.
Thank you for releasing me, dear. Allow me to heal you.
All right.
As a reward, how about some fairy dust?
Oh.
No, thanks.
I don't think I need any of that.
Insist.
Enjoy. Okay.
You're a little off your fucking rocker, but alright.
Conveniently bottled.
Amusingly enough, if you actually do go out of your way to come back here and talk to her again, she will fully heal you again.
Yep.
And thankfully, they have updated the system where you're no longer required to. I forgot to use the ring. They did fortunately switch it up a bit, so you're not super required to. Let's get that here. Let's get that life
nice.
Up. You're not required to have to make a trip back here every time to refill your canteens and stuff. They become a new resource you buy later. Now I technically could beat the entire... I could already activate the next beacon, and you know what? I may just do that. Because the next level's still waiting for me, so let's just... Next beacon, next chapter already, here we go.
Ow!
And now we are off to see how things are doing. And... whoop.
Hey guys, I'm back from the store.
Any news?
I could just do this, don't worry.
Forces of evil underestimated your prowess. I believe they may fear you.
Ha! Well, they can join the club.
Yeah, you better fear me.
Where's my father?
His Majesty requests your presence.
Oh boy!
Alone!
Alone!
Father?
I'd hoped to see you, Arzette. I'm not long for this world.
Oh.
It'll soon be up to you to lead Faramore.
Don't talk that way. Even if it were true, I can't lead a kingdom.
You will lead this kingdom through its best days. I'm certain of it.
I must return to my quest. Goodbye, Father.
Oh.
I didn't expect to feel in a Seedy-Eyed parody.
Well, especially with that art style, like, you don't expect it, but like they do. I think they do a solid job of using it more like this is the art style, like this is the medium of choice.
I know this might not seem like much to newcomers of all this, but for those that have been playing the Seedy-Eyed games, let's just pretend for a moment that was King Harkinian instead of the new king that we got here.
Oh, that'd be absolutely devastating. There'd be several people being like, no!
Oh, absolutely. An entire generation of children would go into a deep-seated depression over King Harkinian's death.
Right?
No more dinner anymore.
He just was wondering what was for dinner.
It's like
this is what happens. This is what happens, my liege, when you start smoking. Do nothing but smoke during dinner.
You see, this is what happens. It's like that whole breakfast is ruined meme, only instead it's dinner is ruined.
Dinner's officially ruined.
What was the breakfast ruined thing from?
I don't know. Like, I think it's associated with a certain, like, content creator. I forget his name, but apparently he had this whole thing of, like, breakfast is ruined.
Aww.
Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot. I just realized we never brought this up after we got the sword beam there, but just the freaking aura that Arzette gets when she charges up is so evil looking. Like, I know we brought that up the first time we saw that. It's like, holy shit, Arzette.
I'm filled with dark powers and
I'm filled with rage.
Maybe Dimer was right this whole entire time.
This is fun! Oh, why didn't no one ever tell me how fun this would be?
So this is what it's like when Arzette... Sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to say, why no one tell me? Then she gets imprisoned for her crimes. Oh, that's why you didn't tell me.
That's why.
I mean, we say all this, but I'm just thinking to myself, so this is what happens when Arzette inherits the spirit of Jack the Ripper.
That's right, there's rules against being, evil. Fine.
And when I say Jack the Ripper, I primarily mean Ryden Jack.
Right. Yeah, she can't cut loose. Oh.
No cutting loose today. I will hop up.
Probably should invest in some lamp oil next time we're here.
Yep, I'm going to refill as soon as I head up here because I believe the exit is right here. There we are.
Yep, and we don't. I do not believe we have enough candles to break that tapestry yet.
Nope, got it. Dang. More. Let's head over
Don't
to
you
that.
say it would too when they tease like candle locations in areas you can't even reach yet?
You can't do that.
I really thought I could. It was right there. Fine.
It was worth a shot.
Take the zip
the
line
distance.
down.
Boop.
Hoo-wee!
Even she can have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget this freaking cheeky little master. Note that this game is not. Note that this game is not above pulling a little sly move every now and then.
Yeah.
Oh.
At least within reasonability.
Get that. Why are you? Oh, there's some oil.
Oh,
Sometimes you'll find. Sometimes you'll find. These are basically supposed to be like. They're meant to be like freaking like coin blocks in Mario, like question mark blocks. Like they can have these resources in them. Let's go down here because I know there's a secret here. That will lead me to the coin of this world. Yay! Whoop. Up. But so again, like these controls are super like quick. Like they're very other weird buzzwords responsive. Other weird buzzwords that probably don't mean anything. Just the fact that like it's satisfied. It feels there's no weird looseness to it.
It just works. Anyway, this old lady right here is an inventor, and if we talked to her before getting the fairy dust, she would tell us that she needs fairy dust to complete her latest experiment.
But since I have it with me already,
I found some fairy dust.
Oh, terrific! Thank you, dear Royal. Let's see.
Sprinkle.
Le intelligent gun.
A gun.
It shoot couleur magique, like your sword.
For our neutral special, Arzette wields a gun.
Here, you can have it, mon princess.
Wow, thanks.
So how do we do it?
Almost forgot. The gun's powered by souls.
What?
Anytime you see an enemy, look for its feu d'alarme. It's soul fire. Here's 50 souls to start with.
Just hold it.
Thanks.
Don't drop it.
Bonne chance, princess. Now to my next invention.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be.
I think it's speaking to me.
Do I need like another pair of gloves when I'm using this, or?
So if you didn't already get the crescent slash or whatever the thing's called, just the sword beam in general, that would be your first primary means of shooting colored magic.
Yeah, but there is an achievement not to use the gun, so.
Or to not get it in general.
Right, which, as you saw, I already was pretty much on the path to do that, and I have done it. It is possible. And the achievement is titled, Your Sword is Enough.
Yeah.
Fun little bits there.
I mean, it really is if you know what you're doing.
Of course.
Oh.
Beautiful.
A vast universe, but our world is a speck.
Puts it all into perspective, huh?
Your
Guess
interest
so.
has made my day.
Oh,
As a
sure.
gift, take some cosmic jewelry.
Oh.
Courtesy of the stars.
Aw.
They're almost as bright as you, Odie.
Ah.
No. Arzette is a real sweetie, honestly.
But like as you saw there, like occasionally you will see like there are little shifts in the art style between the cutscenes.
Oh,
like
that's what I'm
different
bringing
art directors, or be a different art director
Like-
or something.
I mean, again, it's not. I don't think it's a huge, deal considering the fact that again, the original CDI games weren't terribly consistent with their art styles either.
That is
so,
true.
yeah. So in this game's case, yeah, definitely some of them don't wreak the same level of ugliness, for lack of a better word, that those old games did.
Right.
Unless you're talking to the drunkard over there, but we don't need to talk to him anymore.
Just focus into art design, such as this person.
Oh. Ouch.
Perfect. Ooh. As promised, a hero gave me this canteen. Drink from
Oh.
it.
I wonder if that hero was Dale.
Ta-ta.
And there you go. Now we can heal ourselves and buy, frankly, a lot of refills. Like before, I recall in the original CDI, you really only had one single use of it before you had to go back and refill again.
Right,
Here,
so
can
you had
buy
to
as
really
many-
only use it in special cases.
Right. Especially if you're like low on low on continues and stuff. Here we can just buy as many as we can carry. And-
Actually, speaking of which, should we probably stock up on some items?
let me double check my counts. We have 1 of this, 3 of this. Let me get some more oil.
Yeah, definitely
you
get
might
some
want
more
to
lamp
get oil.
Like honestly, you can just buy like 2 or 3 sets of these things, and you're more or less set.
I'll be okay. Now,
Okay.
Now then, with our red magic, we can head toward the swamp.
The swamp!
The swamp has the next big, incredible upgrade I want to get, which will require. Oh, and if you see a red enemy, that means they can only be damaged with a red magic.
On the offside, you only have to hit them once with that magic.
Yeah. And then they get a they get the sense knocked back into them of.
Should you also mention that, like, in classic mode, if you do have the red gun magic, you can only use it at full health.
Yes. That is probably one of the biggest problems of classic mode. Well, not problems, but that's probably one of the biggest challenges. Is that when you're doing this, I'm see if you get that. Never.
Dang. It's just souls.
Only at full health can you use that magic, which in some cases can leave you pretty screwed unless you get the sword beam. This character is voiced by Vinny, and I think that's really funny. Hello, Vinny.
It's good to be with a fellow member of high society.
Indubitably. Would you mind stepping
a very
aside?
appropriate voice.
Regrettably,
For Vinny.
my considerable hunger must be satiated.
He looks like he'd be
prior
right
to
at home in
discussing
Amphibia.
any moving arrangements. Alas, I won't accept commoner food.
Ooh.
I require fine dining.
Oh.
Perhaps situated under a forest rock. You understand.
I know the one.
Mm.
And I will say, having listened to his streams and stuff, let's just go back to the map. I will say, having seen his streams, like he does a good voice. He put on a decent voice.
Wait, why'd you do that?
Because I think I want to see if I can actually trigger the second reason I want to be here, which is that.
That's a good point. Is the old guy?
No,
he
would have been. Yeah, he would have been at the front. So he's not here.
He probably won't pop up until the very next.
Oh, you're gonna see if you can face the rat.
Aha!
Oh,
see,
you know, you're the rat one.
You found a secret coin. I think you might have what it takes to be a real adventurer. If you want to put that to the test, meet me in Durridin Forest.
Okay.
I believe you.
That's right, because I know the smoker guy can be found at the front as well. Once you meet with him, he'll ask you to pick up rocks for him.
Many rocks, and that.
Four of many colors.
Here he is.
Oh, actually, there he
never
is.
mind. There he is. Okay.
Oh, hello there. Oh, my ropes have been coming in handy. Myself, I had to take a breather from all that spelunking. Say, you're pretty brave. Do you think you could help me out? I'd like to find each color of rock that falls throughout the kingdom.
Okay.
There's blue, orange, gray, and brown rocks, all in different places. You should be able to catch them with your smart sword.
Ouch.
If you find all of them, I have something to give you. Thanks again, Princess.
Bye.
Bye.
What a silly man. So yeah, that'd probably be like one of my few critiques about this game is when you start doing that quest, it can be very easy to forget which rock you're missing, and all it will tell you is how many you have found, not which ones you found.
Dang, you nearly killed the rat.
Sorry,
Why are you
Ratman.
trying to Why are you trying to kill Ratman?
He's friendly. Your sports sword ain't gonna hurt it.
He knows why. Alright, what are we doing here, Mr. Ratman?
You got what it takes to be my best time. Then meet me at the top of the forest near the beacon in under 2 minutes. Ready to go.
This actually would be pretty easy to do if you have another power up you'll get later.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I guess
I just realized you probably should have waited until you got that at least one of those other power ups first.
I'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm sure the
Especially 'cause I
first
can
one
just power
wouldn't be too
through
hard.
Fair. But what if you want to? What if you? Oh, that's right. Once you get a candle, I think they get replaced with a
just a magic bag.
With a magic bag.
We'll be fine. I got this on lockdown. Passed.
Ow.
I feel no pain except for that one.
No pain,
Ow.
no gain.
I'll be mindful.
Yeah, I gotta be careful.
Yeah, no. Like if you do it like the old-fashioned way, the timing of this can be a little strict.
Get you. Wait for the bird here.
And we'll worry about what's under there later. Or hell, we'll just do it right now.
Oh boy.
Let's do it. Get ourselves
We have enough time to get it, though?
golden fly. Food
You're gonna
fit
be
for frog royalty.
Yeah, exquisite. Why was it in the trash though?
I don't know. Well,
flies,
yeah,
trash.
I mean, it's a fly. Yeah, they like to mingle.
Ah,
with
so that's what happens to good food in Las Vegas.
Yeah. It becomes nothing
Even
but
though
fly.
all that good.
Yeah, no, odds are good you're probably not gonna make it with this much time.
I'll make it.
Watch. I laugh in the face of trial, maybe. Oh gosh, please jump over the stump. Okay, now we got it.
Okay, you got it.
You made it.
Never mind.
Wow, you're fast. Feels like you flexed on me a little there. Well, of course, I'm still faster because I got here, but still, you did it. Here's a few rubies to celebrate. Come see me in Faramore Town when you're ready for the next challenge.
There you go. And we out. I can head back to the swamp with, all content with my little, multitasking errand die.
With his wit of speed.
Take this victory and slap it onto the fridge.
Yay! Sammy got something on the fridge. We'll put it right here, Ringo. Right here on the fridge for all to see. Oh, right.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. Technically, since the frog guy's still here, you technically can use his head as a platform if you want to reach up there before you get get another item. Otherwise, you can't reach this.
Not yet, but for now.
As they say, bon appetit.
Ah.
Exquisite. Quite.
Quite.
Now I shall partake in a stroll.
Whoop.
That's a
Thank
hop,
you.
though.
Yeah, it's good. It's close enough, which means
It's a
we can now.
hop, skip, and a stroll.
I don't like you.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
So, I hate to say this, Ribial old pal, but did you notice that your house is infested with mooks?
Oh, so it is. Why else do you think I was spending my time outside?
I'll be like, oh yes, so it is. My life in danger. Well, ta-ta.
Get you.
But yeah, I do believe we're coming up to another funny little sequence break that is pretty much going to be the best thing you'll do throughout this whole game.
Thanks to you. And again, because of how game-changing this is, I appreciate that I appreciate that they let me do this. Period. Hang on, what are you doing, Miss Ogre?
What a pretty garden.
Oh, you're too kind, lady. Too bad I can't plant anymore.
Is that a
You darn
googly eye with
shovel
glue?
rope.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
That's
I'll
cute.
find you a new one.
because technically she's a Cyclops.
Well, you gotta find her a shovel.
If she wants to fit into high society, she's gonna need another eye.
Fair. So,
Or excuse me, normal society. Also, Might want to take a swig of your. Well, actually, then again, you just hit a checkpoint, so
I'll be okay for now. I just gotta reach that bug spawning station. But okay, so to explain why this is a big sequence break, so that is blue magic, which I don't have access to, not for another couple areas. And typically, what will happen is that there'll be a shack up ahead, and that shack is fully
locked.
Oh my god. It's locked unless you have the key, and the key is found in the blue magic area. As shown. However, there is another entrance that you only can notice. You can only notice it on your first time playing the game. On repeat playthroughs, you can then learn that there's actually a secret entrance under here.
Ooh,
which
and
only
it is
has
unlocked.
and only has red magic protecting it. But for my troubles, boots that allow me to double jump in these games for the first time ever.
It's
lo and behold.
It's awesome, and it's really funny. Like, during Logan's first playthrough of it, there were a lot of instances where there were, like, goodies just out of reach, and he was talking how, like, okay, there has to be, like, some kind of, like, mobility upgrade that we have to get so I can get these. So it's like, there has to be a double jump. Where is it? And when we finally heard of... Oh, what's up?
Oh, yeah, I'm noticing it, too.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't get cocky here, because you literally only have one hit left to your name, and if you die in bonus levels, that's an automatic fail.
And you gotta come back. But also, it was technically a waste because I actually hit the wallet cap just now.
Oh, wow.
Even before I beat the thing. But whatever. That means I can just buy the thing and, you know...
Actually, wait. With that double jump, you should go back.
Why?
That's true. Yeah, why not? Use the rope to escape.
You know what? We're actually finding some use for this stuff after all.
Because this will hopefully keep most of the enemies dead. So now...
Maybe you should also take a swig of canteen real quick.
Yeah, probably.
Nope.
No matter what, it's a full heal, so it's handy.
Tastes like black cherry.
Oh, it actually sounds really good right now.
Oh, it is. Well, funny thing, because Mom's trying to help me find alternatives for, like, this, like, not a full-on diet, but just alternative eatings, she found me, like, this black cherry-flavored, like, you know, black cherry-flavored water that I've been drinking for a while. She swears it tastes like Dr. Pepper, and it tastes similar enough, but it's still pretty good.
Oh, is it sparkling ice? Because I drink that a lot and I like it.
I don't know if that's the brand name. I just know that it's just flavored water that just tastes like black cherry.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I like that stuff. Whoop. Okay, let's go get the other candle. Then we can continue. But yeah, then we'll be on our path. And again, you are not meant to have gotten this item until a lot further in the game. Until you get blue magic, which is I think not until the next chapter as well. So
right.
I am again very much appreciative that they allow such exploits. It's like with this, it's like how in My Friendly Neighborhood there was the exploit that actually lets you get the shotgun early. Things like that I always appreciate when a game can do those kind of secrets.
For sure.
So I will say, how have you been enjoying like the idea of the challenge? Not the idea. How have you been enjoying the challenge run on your first time through, Sammy?
The challenge run. What? Oh shit! What do you mean?
Trying to not get the smart gun.
Oh yeah, no. It was fun. I had to look up like what specifically to do or what path I needed to take, but I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm having fun with it.
All right.
Also, we'll say real quick, if you're deciding to stick with the smart gun until you eventually get the sword slash like as intended, definitely don't hesitate to use the assault gun when you can, because honestly, you get a lot of ammo for that thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's our beacon.
Hooray!
Two.
Oh no!
Yeah. Oh, it's that time. Oh, this is the
yeah.
Oh, this is the sad part where my father died.
Spoiler.
And
I mean, they already hinted at it. He's already on his deathbed.
I just love how she teleports into it.
I'm glad you're here.
What's wrong? What happened?
Nothing, my daughter. It's simply the end of my journey.
I'm getting old, and I'll admit, I really should have taken those, I should have gone on that intervention like you said I should.
No regrets. Logan, your service.
Well, then again, you did say no regrets, so I don't know. Take that for what you will.
To our friendship.
Thank you, Logan.
Dale. I'm glad you're here.
Thankful.
That's all that matters.
your Faramore's future.
That could have been so much more mean.
Yeah, they knew when to tone it down.
I love you.
God damn it! Fuck.
Poor not Arcadian. Your legacy will not be forgotten.
And it's just... It's rare for something like this to actually capture some decent emotion, and
again, I think this only really matters much more if you actually do have, if you actually have watched the old Seedy-Eyed like games like we have.
Yeah.
Just like that, she has now come up with a new plan, which is that if we're gonna stop Dimer, we are going to do it like properly and end it for good, not
this time. We're not doing it by the book.
Ah,
trying to think like.
For now, I'm gonna.
I was just trying to think, like, shouldn't we have gone to the icy area first?
What am I doing? I was saying, not only that, you're right. I probably should have freaking, I probably should have also come back here so that I can buy this to start ourselves.
Oh, another purchase, friend. You've almost bought my whole discography.
That's a small discography.
Still don't want a live performance? Well, all right.
Yahoo! And just like that.
Again, I'm just like. Where's the freaking, like,
sound
music
test
player or something?
Like a good sound test would be so appreciative. Because
I see music notes, I want to listen to this game's good, like, damn good score.
Because
I want, when I want.
Because there are some good bops in this soundtrack.
Come on, get the rock.
Yeah, because there are some really solid bops in this, and I know I can hear some of the songs on YouTube, but like. And maybe they I forget. Do they sell? I wonder if they do sell a soundtrack on Steam.
They might sell.
They don't.
Or no, they don't. Okay.
Wow.
I did check. The soundtrack is not on Steam yet.
That's lame.
Well, that does make me wonder. Let me actually check something else.
I'll go for it.
Hey, don't forget your gray rocks.
There.
There you go.
Down. Just need ourselves a brown rock, which I know where that is in the canyon,
and a white rock.
Then and a blue rock, or one of those.
A blue, my bad.
The blue rock, yeah.
I guess there's this much. It looks like Limited Run is selling the original soundtrack for the game and a 2 LP vinyl.
Oh.
I mean that's
fair.
It's fair, but I don't got a vinyl thing.
Man, that's just something that still just kind of fascinates me. It's like we'll bring vinyls back, but we won't bring like VHS or DVD.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, DVD, you still get DVDs, but VHS, fuck no.
I guess the issue with it is that can vinyls break down as easily as VHS and DVDs?
Not that I recall.
I mean, you can break a vinyl, just gotta snap it in half.
Okay, but sure, but like you know how like VHSs will have like wear and tear on them eventually, or like DVDs can, lo and behold, get scratches or even a single smudge and mess it all up.
Yeah, screw it. Well, let's satiate that curiosity now. How badly can vinyl?
Let's go. Like how much do they like wear and tear? I guess.
Oh, you can't do that yet.
And note, the shield ring only protects you against enemy projectiles, not enemies.
Right. It doesn't project. It does not deflect physical attacks.
Nope.
How long can vinyl records?
There's a key.
Oh yeah,
Apparently,
so that then you, I think, go up.
I can say this much. According to Google, vinyl records can at least last for about 100 years.
Jeez.
I've seen some people complain about her on fucking Twitter. This character coming out.
Oh, the Ice Queen here?
She's not ugly enough. Apparently,
yeah, I was about to say
hot.
that I've seen people look at her and be like, did they miss the memo that Seedy-Eyed characters are supposed to be ugly because she's kind of fine?
In warmer places. If you find the crystal of refraction, bring it to me.
Why should I?
My dear.
Okay.
Yeah, they honestly make it no secret that Arzette is, at the very least, bi.
Yeah.
Can give you protection against evil if you help me.
I'm shaking. Fine.
She's like, fine.
So
not because you're hot or anything.
I refuse to admit it because of your hot.
I mean, I mean, granted, I will not dispel the observation that you're hot, but it is unrelated to my ability to find the thing for you.
And we'll be back here. We'll be back here anyway. We'll come back for that. And we do need that, because if I try to go to the crypts right now, you will die if I stay here. Like you take a lot of damage. So we need that pendant. So why don't we go get that refraction gem for her?
At a volcano.
Well,
where this guy's just lounging in.
Oh, yeah?
Right,
do you realize you're literally bathing in something that's going to melt your skin off?
Radical. It's royalty.
Aren't you a little...
Oh, it's the same animator.
You can't beat the heat. No, it's pretty gnarly in the volcano.
You can kind of tell by
the
ours,
reason why you want to go down
the way
there
Arzette
is for
looks.
your spirit.
Okay.
Know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
Tubular.
You know
now,
what?
I think, like
Let
a
me
slight...
try.
Oh, boy. No, I don't think it will.
I don't think you're allowed to
Yeah,
go
just
into the lava.
Radical.
But yeah, just a slight spoiler, we might show it off later. That is also the only NPC that actually has, like, additional non-cutscene dialogue, like, fully voiced between him and Arzette.
Yeah, because all the other ones, whenever it's been text, like there's no voice. There's no voice to go with it, which
Meaning I
makes me
cannot do
want-
an Arzette voice, damn. So.
What? Oh.
I'm just saying that as a joke mainly. It's like, damn, I can't voice Arzette in a non-talkable cutscene. She's
Does
just...
honestly make me wonder if that was like the original plan, was that every like line of dialogue, whether it's animated or not, does get voiced.
I assume that's probably what the plan would have been. Oh my god.
I wanted to hoof it because the lava's now rising.
Yep, time to be hoofing it. Alright, come on, and if we chill out here for a bit.
No more chili! No more chili!
Okay, we're fine. Get that coin and
you say chilling when we're clearly in a very heated architecture.
don't mind.
Ow! You got killed by the virtual boy, man.
No, yeah. What is with you, virtual boy, man?
Weren't you supposed to die like, almost 30 years ago?
Man, can you believe that probably still has more exclusive? Okay, no, the joke. Okay, Crystal Refraction, and the joke is that even though the Switch has had numerous games ported from it to the Switch, the Wii U still has more exclusives than the PlayStation 5 does.
Yeah.
Dude, you think that's bad? I think someone outright went and said that the Wii U and also the. I mean, now think about it, what about the Virtual Boy? Does that have more exclusives than the freaking PS5?
Well, I mean, like, to be fair, like, has there been anything from the Virtual Boy that's been ported?
No.
I mean, when you think about it, no. Most, if not everything on there is pretty much, originals.
It was a one-of-a-kind console.
Remember, though, Logan, you can pass through them. Only their projectiles hurt you.
Yeah, that is... Can I just say real quick, that's something I kind of think this game could have done a better job of, a better showing, is that, like, there's certain enemies that you can pass through, like, they don't take any... Like, there's no touch damage whatsoever. Like, though, as far as I'm concerned, it's primarily the ones that throw projectiles. Meanwhile, everything else, like, they just walk around like doofy idiots, but if you touch them, you get hurt.
Right?
Makes no sense.
What's wrong?
Anyway, hello there, timid sailor boy.
What's wrong?
Oh, I'm stuck. Are you the princess? Oh, I'm definitely dying.
What's the matter?
I'm just
lost
here to visit.
at sea. My mates abandoned me. Now, I'm hallucinating royalty.
I think they just left through the door.
I just came in
tales
through.
of shoes that allow you to jump in midair.
And that's what I was like,
If
I
had them,
knew it.
I could escape.
You can easily leave.
Oh, stop talking.
Look at that dip in her nose.
Accepted my
It's like she's part hook.
You can literally... Yeah, I was about to say, you can hang fish on that thing.
Fine.
Okay, you're a lost cause. Hope you
Very
die.
well. Bye.
They disappeared to the afterlife. Again.
You get the gist. Yeah, I'm coming here for a specific purpose. Whoa.
Also, hello, fairy medieval land with a submarine.
Oh yes, the ancient fairy tale sub.
Well, I mean, we just finished constructing a double damn gun, so...
I mean, to be fair, it's not like, these kinds of locales can't have, like, slightly advanced tech. I mean, when you think of, well, I would say freaking Mario, but then again, they have go-karts.
I thought you were about to say Magitech armor.
I mean, there's Magitech armor. I was gonna say fucking like the wooden airships.
What I want to know is that, like, and this is another thing we talked about during Logan's blind run through, like, between the sub and the gun that we're wielding, I joked about the fact that, like, what if at some point in the franchises, blue magic?
Yep,
it's blue now!
Now I can swap and can now destroy blue
so
enemies.
wait,
and blue
if you're
projectiles.
doing like the no like gun run, like how do you get the blue magic? Do you just get it normally?
Oh yeah, you just get it normally, and you just can change what your sword beam is.
Oh,
right. Sword beam also can change color magic.
Okay.
Technically, you couldn't even reach here without using red magic. It doesn't really matter how you do it.
Yeah, that's the little trick then. That's the little trick that makes the sword only run viable.
Like, yeah, no, say whatever you will about Dotplay. Like, he definitely knew what he was doing when designing this game.
He knows game design. I do, and I'm happy to see him trying out more with this.
You have
more than enough.
Let's get that next life up. There's also achievement for beating the game without ever collecting a single health upgrade. So, yeah.
What does old lady want?
For 50 years, I've churned this brew.
Jesus.
But I'm missing
When do you ever use the bathroom?
What? Like fairy dust?
No, silly
Probably doesn't
girl.
stir it all the
Hold
time.
your hair. Just one strand and it'll be complete.
Huh. Didn't we meet up with an ogre earlier?
We did, but she needs a shovel.
Familiar. Hang on. Let's go with the exit. Come back in because I got a key for this abode.
Ah, the fish hut. With a fish woman and a bonus game.
Closing the doors.
I know we talked about it, I think at some point in the remaster. I want somebody to do this, but for Hotel Mario. Just speed up his movement, make it less floaty, make the whole door opening thing a lot more responsive or something like that,
and also just allow it so that make it so that you only can get hurt by the enemies that are on the same floor as you.
Right, because that's the problem I remember. You're right, is that some enemies are so tall that, like, the Koopas are so tall that their eyes on the lower floor can still hit you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, literally, like, you can get hit by...
This is the best.
I mean, that's really the only real big problem with that game. Otherwise, it's relatively, it works.
What could it be?
Have you tried seasoning?
Seasons? Like winter? Get out of here!
Nope.
Unless you can make snow flavor. You're wasting my time.
I don't have snow flavor, and also you remind me of my
don't
grandmother.
go kissing. Lady, please don't kiss the camera.
I always love when they go that extra mile of we need to make this really weird. Have a super close up now.
Extreme close up. Whoa! Actually, yeah, I think we have everything we need to clear this area.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Dive.
And then I just think of frickin' Tigger and just shouting makeup over and over again in the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Those are on Disney Plus, not Dave the Barbarian.
Not Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
The New Adventures of... I mean, to be fair, the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is probably one of the most timeless things Disney still has on as far as their
Disney
TV
Plus
is concerned.
still refuses to have House of Mouse on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Or Mickey Mouse
Even
works.
if
I know they're
Or
essentially
Mickey
the same
Mouse
show,
works.
but still.
I mean, my guess is that they probably don't even have the original videos anymore.
That would be pretty embarrassing if if with the Disney Vault they actually didn't have the masters anymore. There we go. Get that one.
Brown Rock.
Brown Rock.
Wait a minute. This isn't a rock?
Oh no.
It's from the
And
back
that's
passage.
And that's not a deathless run.
As if I was ever committed to that. They actually do have a mode. They actually do have a bonus mode you can find called the one-shot mode. I may give that a challenge. I may give that a shot at one point, but for now.
6 Arzette playthrough.
More than just a mere scarecrow.
Hey.
Teleport.
Oh.
You can't leave here, can you?
Guys, I do believe we're dealing with one of the scrap prototypes for Batman Scarecrow's animated design.
I could teach you.
Oh.
Prepare to be shocked.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Also, one thing that I'll definitely say, I really like the sprite work in this game, unironically. Like with Cornrad here, I actually think he looks a lot cooler in a sprite form than he does in the FMVs.
Oh
like,
yeah, no, he does. He looks fucking cool. I love him.
Him and I know there's a future boss we'll deal with later who's also got some pretty impressive sprite work. He also reminds me a little too much of. I mean, he also reminds us a little too much of the Deep Mario's King Koopa. But
right, I was the one that pointed that out.
He kind of reminds me of Doug's Scarecrow character a little bit, because Doug has like a Scarecrow character that kind of looks like this.
Kind of looks like Jordy's Scarecrow character without the without hair.
Oh,
and
goodbye.
The crow killed the Scarecrow.
Thanks.
That's very handy of you. And he's jives. He's have a good rocking time up here.
Well, the way he bounces.
Ah, damn it. Okay, fine. What do you have to say on Pride Rock?
Princess, I can't thank you enough.
I should be thanking you.
Macaw, no, you gave me the courage
No,
to face
it just
my
leaves.
greatest fear. You pushed me to push him off.
I guess that's fair.
Move like a crow.
How?
Like a crow. Where'd you go?
Okay.
Good.
Ta-da!
I must be off. There are more crows to liberate.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he gave us probably the most useless ability in the game.
The backstep. It's useless. I'm gonna go this way because I gotta go get a couple more goodies. It's useless because all it really does is let me go whoop, whoop. But it's
it doesn't take you that far of a distance.
No, its range is very, very short.
You know what? Watch someone in the speedrun community find a use for it and make it an unironically beloved move.
Unfortunately, no one's ever topped Alucard's backdash.
Nope.
And I don't think anyone ever will.
No,
well, I just say that because I think back to SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom when you do the Bubble Bowl move. I talk about how it seems a bit unnecessary for SpongeBob to actually move forward a little as he's bowling, but Logan talked about how actually to speedrunners that little moving forward is actually a prized way of getting certain runs.
Oh, for sure. Again, just to quickly clarify, the tech is that because whenever you start a bubble bowl, because you're put in a constant, because the game tries to automatically put you in a state of moving forward, you can cancel. It's like
did we get these rocks already?
Oh yeah, I got these ones.
Yeah, you did.
All I'm missing is the blue rock.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But basically, at this, what you do is you cancel the bubble bowl move. And the game still thinks you're trying to do a bubble bowl, so it will constantly be adding that quote unquote, let's assume that you at full speed is the number 10, and whenever you do a bubble bowl, it's adding the number 2 because it's trying to do you have a little movement forward. But speedrunners found a way to cancel it without ever ending that state. So you can add 2 + 2 + 2 and then start walking forward with your +10 and you are booking it.
Jesus Christ, you literally turned into Sponge the Hedgehog.
Basically the idea is that
the
when the glitch is done right, you could literally not touch the analog stick and you'll be moving forward.
Want to see me speedrun this game back? Want to see me do it again?
I really hope there's a mod for that game that just gives them the Quickster costume, and speedrunners are by law required to wear that whenever they try doing a speed run.
I would.
Well,
love
I know
that.
I know that is a costume in a Cosmic Shake, although I think it's one of those pre-order costumes.
I know.
No, I think you can still unlock it in the game itself.
I believe on the Discord they use that icon of the speedster. Or I don't know. All right, let's go. Talk to the Ice Queen.
Here you go.
Well, I certainly won't be needing it anymore. Farewell.
What? She was a weirdo.
She was a weirdo, but it showed a very, very wholesome moment between her and Arzette.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe. But first.
Oh, looks like someone's lost their way.
Hello, cat lady.
On top of a peak? Does Dimer pay that well?
Maybe they should have found the person. They could put the dragon up here.
Princess gonna preach to me.
If I'm preaching, you better pray.
Ugh, you're so boring. You'll be more interesting dead.
Ooh. Oh dear. Quick, she's gonna catch scratch you. Okay.
Yeah, she's kind of a little pathetic.
Well, it helps too that Logan's using bombs to kill her quickly.
Should have won.
Damn.
Hey! Basically, the way there are kind of phases that all these bosses have, but really what they usually do is they just add in a couple more like obstacles to deal with, except for Klive. Klive's a pushover at the very start. But most bosses will have things that, like, as their health reaches certain points, things will happen. Like with her, rocks will start to fall from above to give yourself less mobility safely.
And then she starts, and then eventually she just stands there and throws her kunai at Arzette.
Right. So, if you can find ways like that to basically, like, I use the bombs to basically like push her health well past the point where she would take damage, and then she's a pushover after that.
Alright.
Let's go down and get some things. I'm on a shopping trip now, and then probably because I think I've been going for long enough for our first session. Because I was considering if I should do this whole game at once, but I think there's like plenty of. Oh, look, a silver cricket.
Hello.
Another frog royalty snack. Fine.
Oh, don't worry. This is the last one you have to get.
Good.
It's not quite as glamorous as gold, but it's just as edible.
Yep. Down here. Ow. And right about here. Yep. This leads us to another gold coin. Acquired. And
don't fall
down.
now.
Oh, now I
Except
gotta
do.
Well, fall down there. Falling down there is safe. I'm just gonna run through this without the lantern because I'm not scared of nothing.
I ain't scared of no darkness, but I am scared of dying.
I'm scared.
Okay,
of
maybe I'm a
Orion
little
in the
scared.
dark.
We'll call it a draw.
I'm scared of Orion in the dark. Apparently, from what I've been reading reviews, Orion in the dark is okay. Like it's serviceable. It's not. It's nice that they got to be made, but it's no like Nimona or Last Wish anytime soon.
Oh well.
Well, Nimona wasn't even DreamWorks.
That's true. That was Blue Sky.
Well, it used to be Blue Sky. Now it's just like its own independently made thing.
Yep. Which ironically was more Disney than Wish actually ended up being.
Hello, Snail.
Hello, Mr. Snail.
Jeez, I'm hungry.
Anything I can do?
I could go for something real funky, you know?
I'll see what I can find.
Thank you.
Would you please stop staring at me with them big old eyes?
And the main reason why I collected that silver cricket is that as you complete chapters, hit the beacons, as you do that, the area will begin, NPCs will return to town and have new quests and things. Typically, they'll be expanding, your inventory size. And in one of them, like we just got that silver cricket, if I go back here, there's Vinny Frog again, named Frick.
A silver cricket, not quite a platinum pillbug, but a divine treat nonetheless. Oh, yes, your reward. You'll be able to hold a significant number of rubies now. And now then, to dine.
And eat
lunch.
So that's.
And with that, I do believe you have your, for lack of a better word, Giant's wallet.
Yep, which will get me net me a solid 999 rubies. If I double jump up here, we can find a Rand Shack, where Cypress is now living.
Hey, thanks again for helping me move here. This house needs a little work, but it beats roughing it in the forest.
Yeah.
Actually, do you think you could help me spruce up the place? I think a few plants would do the trick.
Sounds good.
I'll give you something good for your help.
So, yep, that's now what we gotta deal with. That's almost in one try. That's what we need to do now. Is we need to find more. They'll be scattered around the place, but you can find house plants. Who are you, Mr.
Oh, hello.
Vlad.
Princess, may I make
Vlad of the early morning.
Count Denny, aren't you a vampire?
Yes, but I just like making breakfast.
Devil damn it.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
Eggs, pancakes.
Yes. How can I help you?
That jerk Duke Nodelki has taken residence in
Damn
my
Duke.
castle, so I'm stuck here. The nerve. Could you ask him to leave?
Well, I was heading that way.
Oh, perfect. If you vacate him, I have something that will make it worth your time.
I'm nervous.
No, don't worry.
Yes, but at least
he's
Duke
a wholesome
Onklet
person.
won't be there anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, the library.
Oh, that's right. Have we even in the library yet?
No, we haven't, but I don't think
No,
you
you
can
can't.
do that.
No. there's an I am mean person up there. You know, kudos to I am.
And then there's the
He
royal
does
librarian
speak during
right
the
there.
librarian if you do talk to her.
Welcome to the kingdom's finest library. Our volumes cover all manner of subjects. Please help yourself.
Do you have anything on Dimer?
Well, you would ask about that.
What?
No, and if I may be so bold, I'd say this mess could have been avoided if the Book of Okrin was kept by a skilled librarian like myself.
Skills? Like prioritizing the romance section?
Quiet, you miserable rat!
Ow! That fucking face on Arzette.
Yeah, I was about to say, she's just very amused.
I can't deal with this.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there. While we're here.
Yep, we can head over here. There's another candle. I think the last one of this town. And then, if we head further along, we reach the bakery. Which is the home
Doing all the way up here.
Which is the home of the bonus scroll of this area.
Fat City!
And if you're needing loot, this is the place to go. Which is good, because I need to save up for that 999.
Yeah. Just be warned, though, this is like the only, technically the only bonus thing in scroll in the entire game you can't technically fail. So once it's over, it's over. You can't come back here ever again to grind your rupees off.
Right. There are two other similar scrolls that can net you rubies, but beyond that, they have no other purpose. So be wary. But look at that.
Time's up.
At least 200 or so now in my possession. Hello, baker woman.
So, business is booming then, Maki?
Yeah, folks need treats, especially in these dark times.
You provide an invaluable service to the kingdom.
Thank you.
After you defeat Dimer, do you think we could get a coffee or something?
It's a promise.
Then I hope you beat him soon.
Man, I can't tell who they're gonna ship with. And then also talk to her now.
So, business.
Maybe it's after.
I think you have to like exit and then come back in.
So
no,
nope.
Okay, maybe it's a full town, but basically she does have dialogue pertaining, you know, sympathies towards, you know, our clear loss that we just experienced. But
yeah,
man, it really is just like with all the women she's getting, she's proving to be having a lot more luck with the ladies than Link ever did.
Right?
Maybe that's the joke.
Anyway, let's go to. I'll check out the crypts for a bit here because, you know, well, I'm here.
Let's do what all, you know, worthy adventurers do and freaking demolish someone's grave.
Yahoo! No.
We're desecrating it. Oh, and look at that. We already can get our very last heart container.
Okay, come on. Oh,
there you go. Can you even do it that way?
Had to finagle that hitbox, but there we go. 6 total hearts.
Much like the Seedy-Eyed games of yore, you only get 6 hearts in this game at max.
I think between that and the upgrade, I'll be more than plenty. You'll be fine, Sammy. I believe in this. Unless you're going for the achievement run, then we'll let you kind of shit out of luck, unfortunately.
Yeah.
M's the breaks of
pray.
Get the key, get over here.
This could definitely be a bit of a headache if you don't already have the Griffin's boots.
Oh yeah, no, and that's why it's part of like I love Hollow Knight, and I really do want to go back. I want to play Hollow Knight again because it's such a good game, especially, you know, maybe one day they'll remember Silk Song exists. But
what are you talking about, Logan? We've been over this. It's a myth.
I know. I believe you.
You can't believe everything on the cherry line.
I know. Die. So the issue though is that on repeat playthroughs, Hollow Knight, there's always that, you know, you gotta go. I have to revisit the fact of, oh, that's right, I don't get the double jump until pretty far into a run, so, you know, that's unfortunately pretty lame. But again, here I like that I can basically I can reacquire the double jump boots pretty early, or at least far earlier than, you know, normally intended.
Something seemed oddly suspicious about those green blocks we saw earlier.
In due time. For now.
Also, something seems a little suspicious about our ruby count.
You know how to put the moves on ghouls. I'm grateful for you sucking it to those unruly ghosts.
I could be wrong, but I think this is the other character that Link's VO does voice.
Oh, shook
up. Oh, really?
Ooh.
My work is pretty grave, but that doesn't mean I can't groove in my bone-suede shoes.
Oh dear. many kind of puns. But hey, we get ourselves the Iron Knuckle in this game, the Bomb Gauntlet.
He's Sans, but if he was Elvis and worse.
Yeah.
My only real complaint about the Bomb Gauntlet is that now we have an additional resource to look into, and that being our Power Stones, which you can see on the bottom right corner of the screen.
Right.
This and the other two items will be coming across are powered by that, and while I think that's not a bad thing to some degree, considering it's called the Bomb Gauntlet, wouldn't it make more sense if it consumed bombs?
Oh yeah, wasn't there something in the that area?
Yes, there was, and that allows me to now show off the final reason where we would, come all this way, which is that there is actually a shortcut that can be taken. By going up these trees to the left, we can pretty much skip the entire inside of the tree, although I do need to run back there away a little bit because there is one more candle I can acquire with my double jump.
Also,
which thankfully is not too far off.
Also, as a heads up, when you're doing that first race with the Rad, he actually will block off that shortcut for you to use.
Yeah, he's a dick.
He's a dick.
Well, I mean, hey, technically it's a fair game, so you gotta make things fair by not taking that shortcut.
I guess so.
It's either that, or he reprimands you the same way the Penguin does when you use the shortcut in freaking Cool Mountain.
See, I'm annoyed by that because there have been times where I ended up taking the shortcut not because I have this memory in me that I remember there was a time where I took the shortcut not because I wanted to, but because he pushed me down it with his body. Like I was on track and then he shoved me.
What a jerk!
Pushed me.
Pushed me, James.
He just wanted an excuse to be mean.
And then he reprimanded me for being pushed.
And then he killed me for being pushed.
It's almost like he wanted you to cheat or something.
Actually, I forgot. Like, did the Penguin take one of your lives if he caught you cheating?
No.
God, no.
In the original Mars 54, you don't lose lives for losing a race. At worst, you have to just restart the whole thing.
Right. Okay. It's not until we reach Isle Delfino where we learned about their rule about all losers must die. So
honestly, in retrospect, it's one of those things where I don't think it would be a problem if it was more so a case where you don't lose your lives, you just, you know, too bad. Your lives are still the same, but you get the choice of coming back or not.
Ta-da!
Oh.
Double defense.
There we go.
Now I can practically run around to my heart's content and ignore all enemies. Now
we can throw all caution to the wind.
Now they can only hurt me emotionally.
Hey, Arzette.
My dad's still dead.
That yellow highlight is dumb.
Am I gonna have to cut me a motherfucker today?
You're not being rather friendly today, Hype.
You're not being really friendly.
Go back to the forest area. Okay, you're more or less covered.
Yep, you can see all the stuff that the game does a pretty good job of like trying to like coax you in the right path of where you need to go.
You know what?
And find all this stuff. What's up?
I just realized I'm fucking stupid because I forgot that technically there's a whole legend that showcases like the point of everything here. And when I saw the bag, my thought was that it only lights up when you technically break all the mystery bags that give you all that stuff. I didn't realize that was technically for all key items.
Right.
Oh yeah, it does count for those. And
you know, I can totally tell the future too, brah.
Really?
Oh, tell me then. What do you see?
In like a totally distant land, you know, where the fields are filled with yellow tulips and stuff and people wear trees on their feet, a great radical power will be born. One that, like, you know, can hold all the world's information on a single oval object.
What is he referencing?
Show you like flowers and boats and mutants.
I feel like he's referencing something, but I don't know what.
That power will totally like fall into the wrong hands, dude, and many faces of evil. But that's a story for another day, dude.
Oh no! Will a hero come save the land?
No. Mistakes were made.
Oh,
what?
No.
Mistakes were made.
Yep.
Well.
More Ruby time.
Maybe this will be enough to cap out.
I hope so. Let's start climbing.
Actually, I just realized this is actually one where if you're not careful what you're doing, you could accidentally time out.
Oh, I usually time out on this one. I'm sorry. Just immediately like curb everyone's expectations. I usually am not good at this one.
I think you're expected to just climb the ladder immediately and then start dropping down.
It must be that, and then save it for the stuff down below, because yeah, there it is already. No more.
Look at that.
Time's up.
No more.
No, I can get
time.
some. I get some more.
Wait, you can still grab stuff. Still grab. Oh.
Yeah. You can. I mean, you can still grab a lot of them, as you just saw there. So like, fortunately, it's not a like hard time. Let's hope they never patch that out. Actually, I like it.
Here's hoping.
Let's see. Is there anything else I can really get right now? Swamp? No, not yet. That one, no. You need the purple. You need the oh, I spoiled it. You need special magic for that one.
Right. You need purple magic for that, and then you need green magic for the crypt.
So I think actually now is as good time. So I think this is a good like stopping point for now. Like, because I know I'm gonna have to go to the beach next. So join us in the next session for what will already be the finale, because this is not a very long game. And we will hopefully be able to find the last couple beacons, defeat the last couple generals that Daimur has in his, armada, and save the world.
Yay! Great!
I'll get my stuff.
Forget your stuff. Your sword is enough.
Yay.
Anyway, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
I guess I better get going.